New York, and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning. The beautiful Laura Styles is here, and so is the beautiful Jessie Reyez on the program, representing Toronto. I think this is our second interview.
Yeah.
Yo, you're like a regular. If Rosenberg was here, though, he would hate. Rosenberg's on assignment today. I would call you a friend of the show.
Dope.
He has like a 3-visit rule.
Yeah, he does have a 3-visit rule. And actually, Rosenberg wasn't here last time she was here.
Holy, so I'm still on 0.
Fuck that guy, though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't up. He don't really know what's good. He don't know what's happening out here. You got a new record with Black that's phenomenal. It's called Imported.
Thank you.
You continue to put out records every year. You're a singer. You're a songwriter. You've won awards in Canada. Have you been nominated for a Grammy yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. But I think that's on the way soon.
From your lips to God's ears, man.
That's a big deal to you?
It is. It is, especially because of like who I am and diversity. That I feel like a lot of people shit on it because a lot of people diss on it because
you can say shit.
What
You already
happened?
said it, by the way.
Did I?
It happened.
What? So, yeah, because of the lack of diversity and because of lack of representation for females and all that. But that's why I feel like it'd be dope if I was able to achieve that. And that's been on my list, like my to-do before I die list, you know? So
What else is on your to-do before you die list?
a farm for my dad and an orphanage named after my mom. And
Amazing.
Grammys on the wall. And then I'm lit and put me in the
Then
coffin
that's
with
it.
my guitar, man. I'm good.
It's over.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of a thug. A lot of people don't know. You be out here slapping dudes up. You know what I'm saying? Both verbally and physically. I won't get into too much of your business, but you are the child of Colombian immigrants. Yes.
Bam. Shout out Colombia.
Yeah. Facts. And that's why you want to get your father a farm back in Colombia, or just in general?
In general.
In general.
In general. He's down wherever. In Colombia, it's a little difficult still. But the majority of my family's like in Canada or in Florida, so
Got it.
somewhere.
And your mother, why an orphanage?
Because in Colombia, she started off as like a preschool teacher. And then as an immigrant, when you go to like America or Canada or anything, you have to start from the bottom because they don't
Recognize
your prior like bachelor degrees or anything like that. So when they came to Canada, my mom got started as a babysitter. So my whole life there was always like an extra 5 kids at my house that she was raising, and like our downstairs where we lived was all like we lived upstairs, and then downstairs there was like ABCs on the wall and like rubber tile on the floor, and it was that. And my mom's always been like a kid magnet.
She started pressing you yet?
Me? No,
Yeah.
she knows I'm still a child. Are you crazy?
Wait, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have my big brother, and my big brother's got 4 like kids. So I
Oh,
got
so
two
she's
nieces,
good.
two
she got
nephews.
grandma status. She's good.
Yeah, she's got grandma status, man. And I've changed a few diapers, so I'm good for taking my time. I'm
That was
straight.
all the birth control you needed.
For real, man. It's
Fact.
crazy. But I love them. That's
For
gang.
sure.
Yeah, I don't want to change no diapers yet, man. I'm
Well,
good.
and you could drop them back off. They
Mm-hmm.
start tripping here. Go to your mother. Go to your dad. Beat it.
They don't trip though. I love them, man. That's gang for real. Like that's what I like to do when I go back to Toronto is chill with them. They're lit.
How do you feel about the game right now for new artists? You've been working. This is our second interview over the course of probably what?
2 years.
2 years? Has it been 2 years?
I think so.
You've
Since
been
our
doing the
first one.
slow grow, right?
I've been doing the slow grow. Yeah, man.
Do you like it, or are you getting impatient?
I'm not impatient because I feel like great things take time, and it's not like I'm trying to like. I don't want to say climax because it has sexual connotation, but you know what I mean. Like I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to set foundation.
You
I'm
might
trying
be
to do
both. You know what I'm saying? Climax and climax all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Get yours, mama. Get yours.
something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but through like a 10-year stint. I was talking about this yesterday. I'm like, because it's legacy, and I feel like when you do that, you risk. It's like ¿cómo se dice? A pine tree. Like, what the hell do they have all over Florida and California? Those are pine trees, no?
Palm trees?
Palm trees. It's like a palm tree versus like 100-year-old trunk. When a storm comes and life hits, if you're a 100-year-old trunk and you like built your solid albums and you have respect in the game and you've proven yourself, I feel like you have that staying ability where you could go be a human for a year or 2 years and like work on your stuff and you come back and it's respected, as opposed to shooting straight up and then a storm comes and then boom, that tree's gone.
Right,
So,
because your career is more flimsy if you just
shoot
out
up
here
in no
just
foundation.
chasing hits and just trying to get whatever is popular on the radio and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that's my beliefs, and that's why I like what I do, because I take time with my music. I take time with my art to make sure that it's like, that it's dope, and I'm proud of it, you know?
Where does that come from, though? Because a lot of artists are just so thirsty to get that number one, to be, you know what I mean? To just quickly rise and snatch all the money they can while they got it. You know, that mentality is very much still, like, there.
I don't know, man. I feel like I've studied a lot. I don't know. I feel like I've studied, like, I was the type to, before I went on tour, I would, like, look at, like, worst stuff that happened on tour to, like, not fall. And studying other people's careers, like, the people that I respect, the people that I look up to, and, like, what they've done and how they went about it and how much time took and, like, the 10,000 hour and how to master a skill so nobody could tell you nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm after. I'm after, like, nobody telling me nothing.
And who are some of those people that you do look up to?
Like, Beyonce, Bob Marley.
Of course.
Amy. You know, those are legacies to me. Cudi. Like, Cudi's been a long time since he, like, made something. Well, not a long time, but you know what I mean? Like, he could come back in, like, 5 years and 6 years and still have these people that, like, love him and are like, we know what you're going to drop is crazy, so we're patient. You know?
Yeah.
So it's that.
I've thought about unfollowing you the other day.
Why?
Oh, my God. Oh.
What?
Why did you think about unfollowing me?
Well, no, we're
Let's hear
cool.
it.
Like, we've hung out a few times. Like, we cool.
I know.
And I see you like the little homie, you know what I'm saying? And Laura's heard me say this I'm older now, right? So as a lot of you young ladies in the game grow up and I see y'all become, like, more comfortable with your sexuality, I get uncomfortable.
Okay.
You was dancing on the IG Live or something.
I can't dance?
No, I don't know, man.
I can't dance? Why can't I dance, man? I was feeling good.
No, you were.
I was feeling sexy.
Yeah.
I get to this
Absolutely
dinner, Ebro's
can.
like, oh, that's what we doing? I was like, yeah, that's what we doing. The hell? That's what we doing?
Yo, that's what we doing, man.
If you feeling good, you looking good, do it.
Laura knows her
Do
too.
it.
If Laura's showing too much cleavage, we saying something, big.
Always.
Now she got a boyfriend to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend, her fiance be like, yo, look.
I'm
Right?
not cuffed up yet, so, you know.
You do it.
Okay, you know.
Are you looking for a relationship?
No.
Would you like to be in a relationship?
If he didn't ignite my cycle, yeah, it'd be great. If it was somebody that was, like, chill.
Got it.
You know? But, and, like, I don't know, man.
The work is crazy.
You know what I mean? And the focus takes a lot of time, and I feel like for a proper relationship, you gotta invest time. And I don't really have time to invest in somebody because I'm worried about my damn self right now.
Right, so is that why you fuck being friends? How Jessie Reyes is fighting misogyny with wicked wordplay, it says here. So you just, no friends. You don't want to be friends with the dude. Is that what this is saying? Explain what I'm seeing here. What
I
is
don't
this?
want to be friends with the dude because I feel like, it's difficult because it takes time away from you. It takes attention away from you. You know what I mean? I mean, it just naturally does. If you're with somebody and then y'all break up and then you're like, no, let's still be friends. Like, that's impossible if there's
Okay,
really
so you're
been...
talking about after a relationship.
After a relationship.
So once you're done with a relationship, you're done.
I prefer to be, yes. I would prefer to be.
So you never had just like friends with benefits? Like,
Once.
there's this guy, I fuck him, it's great, we hang out.
I did once, because I'm grown. I did once, but I'm just saying. I did once, but it didn't really work out because, like, we were friends. We were chill. And then I was getting over somebody, which is, speaking of imported. So this is, like, real life imported. My heart was hurting, and I was like, man, you need to stop. And it had been a minute. So he was my friend. And so we were like, all right, lit. And then, you know when you're with somebody and, like, you know the rules and they know that you're still hurting over somebody else, so y'all talk about it. Even if y'all mess around, y'all still talk about it. So I'd be like, man, he texted me, he did this, and, like, talking to him about it, and he'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, honestly, Jessie, you need to stop worrying about him because, like, maybe the person that you're supposed to be with is, like, right in front of you.
Aww.
And it broke me, man, because he's a sweet guy. And so that hurt. I was like, oh, we can't do this anymore because you're catching feelings. And I didn't want to hurt him because he's a good guy. So I was like, oh, we can't
People
do
get
this.
their heart broke every day, B.
Oh, my God. Code. It is facts, but I don't want to be the one breaking up. My heart's been broken
Too late,
so
you
often.
just did it. You shat on the dude in his face.
I did not.
It's too late.
No, I didn't. If I was Arm's house, if I was rude and selfish, I would have just kept going and like gotten mine and not being concerned about how deep his feelings were getting.
Yo, you should have helped him out. You should have been just like, yo, fam, eat this box without catching feelings.
No,
you
you
know
did
what I'm saying?
the
Let's
right
work on
thing.
this
You
together.
did the right thing. Don't
Let's work
listen
on
to
it. Be
him.
a man. Man up, my nigga. No,
I'm not grown enough.
You're not.
I'm not grown enough for that. I thought I was grown.
Look, let me help you out, bro.
I'm
That
not
ain't
grown
it.
enough. That
So,
ain't it.
I saw recently, because I still do follow you. I didn't unfollow you.
Thank you.
You have embraced your sexuality more at this
think so?
stage. I feel like yes. You went from the baggy sweatshirt girl.
What the hell? I'm in baggy sweatshirts right now. I literally
No, on the gram.
On the gram, I'm still in baggy shirts and baggy sweatshirts.
Well,
But you mix it up. You mix it up. I see you with the little,
yeah.
the little crop tops
Talk to
underneath
her,
your
Laura.
overalls.
Talk
it's
to
cute.
her.
As
think
you
it's cute, too.
should.
No, I think it's a great look. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I'm sure the DMs have.
Popped off.
It's a different type of heat in these DMs these days. You know what I'm saying? So are they coming for you on the gram? Have anybody interested out here?
A little.
Why? Are you embarrassed? You embarrassed?
Yeah. Jessie.
What?
Yes,
a little.
yes.
Un
People
poquito.
are checking.
Yes, people are checking.
Are you uncomfortable with this?
Am I uncomfortable? No, I just feel like my big brother's talking to me about my DMs right now. He's like, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Who are these men? Where
That's
are your
what's
baggy
happening.
shirts?
No, that's absolutely
Okay,
what's
Jessie.
happening.
So are guys sliding into your DMs? Are they checking for you?
Yes, they are.
Okay, you see the crop top is working.
But see, it's not really for them. It's for me. You know what I mean?
I get that too.
It's not really for them.
good.
Oh, the
Yeah.
squat down with the tongue out is for you?
Yo, a bad tune doesn't ever come on when you're alone in your house, and it just turns you up, and you just go in the mirror and you're like, yeah. I do that all the time. You never do that?
Yes.
You never like do that at your house? Bad tune comes on and you're by your damn self, and you look in the mirror like, yes, bitch, yes. I couldn't live my life. Oh, here we go. What else? What else did you see?
That he's inspecting
I
now.
know.
He's inspecting your social media.
My questionable post.
Hola.
Hola.
Una blank, por favor.
Yeah.
While you sit in your bedroom.
First of all, that's an Airbnb.
Oh, that's not even your real bedroom. Oh,
Wait,
good.
what's the question that you're editing?
I don't know. She put something. She said something blank. She's asking. She says hi.
Oh, okay.
See, but your mind's in the gutter. You don't know. Where do people usually say una, por favor?
I mean, I don't know.
No? Anybody?
No,
Una,
nobody knows.
You know.
Una qué?
Una
And
what?
I'm not gonna say who's in the comments in here going, Dale. Leave that alone. We don't want to cause any problems. Dale. Is that right? I'm just checking. I'm just seeing what's moving out here. Well, because see, also I know Jessie's also a savage. That's the other part I know.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
I am?
Yeah.
How
You
am
write
I
about this
savage?
on the new album. Mm-hmm. You do. Mm-hmm. You get pretty aggressive on this album?
A little. Yes.
Yes. The new song Imported. Why did you put Black on that? Was that just because you guys was cooking together?
No, he's
or you
lit.
reached out?
We've been friends for a minute because we always cross paths in festivals because we've been on the same bills often. And it just made sense, man. And he's dope. Reached out, was mad easy. And then when we shot the video, it was mad easy too. And what's cool about him is like the first time that we spent like a solid 5 hours together was on set. And you know how sometimes like you're a fan of an artist and then you meet them and then they're a dick?
It happens.
It happens, right?
Yeah.
But he's not. He's super chill,
cool.
man. Super cool. And I was like, oh, this is brilliant. Because I've been, like, I'm a fan of his stuff. And I'm a fan of the few times that I've seen him, but I guess that's the first time that we actually, like, spent time together. And it was a breeze.
On set of the video. Mm-hmm. So how did that work? You sent him your vocals. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I think it's interesting when artists do that because when I think about it, I think it'd be dope for them to jam in the studio together. Obviously, it's not always possible because of touring, whatever schedules.
No,
Do you like doing that, like vibing out and creating something in the studio with another artist?
I do. But just like you said, like if everything is going as planned and both artists are working their asses off and like putting work first and just busting ass, then time just it just doesn't allow for that because more times you're on separate ends of the world. So it didn't work out that way. But what was nice is that it wasn't just like this blind date because we've been seeing each other at festivals, you know?
You also write songs for other people.
I do.
We're not allowed to talk. That's
Now we can talk about it all day.
Yo, what you cooking up, son? Who you don't work on, son? What's going on?
No.
What you got coming out?
I thought you were talking about the past.
Okay, the past. Let's do the past.
Okay.
What songs that you've written? Let's run through like some people you've written for out here.
Okay. I wrote obviously One Kiss, Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa. I wrote Promises with Sam Smith. I wrote what's the one with Kalani again? Busy?
The discography's long. She's just going for
A lot. Have you ever written a song for somebody and be like, damn, I should have kept that one for myself?
No.
Never.
Because you write, you're one of the songwriters out here. You can go into, you write like literally like, I'm going to write this song for you. It's not like you're sitting on songs that you're not going to use and then you give them to someone else.
No, sometimes I do that.
Oh,
but
you
it
do
just
that too?
depends, yeah. It just depends, so when I'm in the room with the artist, I like to make sure that, like, I'll ask them, I'll be like, so when's the last time you cried? And so then we get deep, and then we start talking about their life, and then that way, whatever's built has, like, a part of their truth, so that when they sing it, they can sing with conviction, and there's, like, I feel like things resonate more when you're speaking from truth. So I do that. But then there's often times that it's, like, I don't know, like the one that Normani sings. Me and Calvin were just jamming one day, and that popped out. And then he, obviously, Calvin, like, mastermind linkage and everything. So he was like, oh, I reached out to Normani, and then Normani touched it and then brought it to life. And then that turned into Slow Down. So it just varies, you know? It just varies however it works out. But it's cool. I'm down for either way.
You love writing.
I love writing, yeah.
It's one of the things you feel like you do forever, right?
Yeah, forever. I mean, like, I don't know, God willing, in like 5 years, or not 5 years, in like 10 years, I'm like a mom and like all that, I'd want to do that because I feel like I don't want to be like a touring mom or anything. So I'd want to like solidify the 10 years that I talked about, and then I could write, like, nursing a child, I could write a song. So I'll be straight.
What do you prefer, writing or being an artist?
Writing. Wow, crazy. I prefer writing because there's less bullshit.
Then you got a foul mouth, kid.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's terrible.
I prefer writing because it's pure. Writing is poison. Like, music industry is like saying holy money. And I feel like I respect creation and I think that that's sacred. So that's sacred. And then that's before suits come in. That's before, like, everyone's like, who are we going to target to? That's before numbers come in. That's before all of that. It's just pure. So I think that's why I like it. But I also really love being on stage because that to me is pure too. Because that's the same thing. It's minus business, minus all that. It's just connection with, like, the 500 people that are there or the 6,000 people that are there. It's just a moment. It's an experience. We're being human beings. We're actually, like, our spirits are all here. So that's also pure. So I like that about being an artist. But the extra is the stuff that I wasn't prepared for. And that's why I meditate. That's why I keep family close. That's why I do affirmations, because I feel like it's risky if you come in and you're not prepared for that, which I wasn't. So I had a hard time like a year and a half ago, learning how to navigate, feeling like, people talk about all the time, like, don't let this industry change you, and feeling like fake love sometimes. And you just gotta, my mom's the one who told me the best, because I had a hard time, and I told my mom, I was like, I don't know, I was feeling overwhelmed. And it feels like every call is someone asking for something, and nobody is your product. So your human starts disintegrating. And my mom was like, you need to face this with grace. And even people that were late on you, people that slept on you, don't turn around and hold that against you or hold that against them, because it's going to poison you. You can't let their lack of belief poison you because they were late. You need to take that with grace, and you need to be appreciative that it's happening, because this is what you prayed for. And I was like, she's right. So that's what I do now, just meditate and keep it moving and smile.
You've also been very vocal, though, about when we're talking about the industry, about what women go through, right? Like all the things all the dark, disgusting things that women in the music industry have gone through. And I've seen other artists embrace your message. Have you gotten any backlash from that? Like people telling you, trying to silence you, or be like, maybe you shouldn't comment on this and that?
From the industry?
Sure.
Not to my face. Nah, man. Thankfully, no. There's like random people online. Like anytime I go into like, sometimes I'll go on and like answer comments, to, like engage with fans and supporters, and then every now and then they'll be like comment like, who this bitch think she is?
Right.
I'm just like, bye. That. But aside from that, no, man, it's cool that everyone's been like supportive. Everyone's been standing behind the message. But that's what's cool. I feel like when everyone's like, how do you think things are changing? And I'm like, well, there's still a long way to go. But the lit thing is that little things like that, little things that I didn't even think about, like you asking me that is an indication of culture slowly changing, because that means that the people that, because there's people out there, there's men out there, I don't know if there's some women that are probably like closeted saying, that's what you got into. Like, what did you expect? Like, the people that say, oh, you're wearing a short dress, you deserve it. Of
course.
People that say that, but if the culture's changing, that means that those closeted people feel more pressure to either change, stay quiet, or start thinking about other people's perspective. And that's where they're in that limbo where they like feel like they're tongue-tied because they can't express their opinion, probably because it's wrong.
Right.
So that's lit. That's cool.
Jessie Reyes. You know she's a remix project kid, right?
Hey, shout out remix.
That's right.
Yes, I am.
Now you had a friend that was involved in that also, right?
Yeah. My friends Phil. We talked about it in our last interview. I think 40 came out of there too, right?
Yeah, man. 40 was involved in that
It's
too.
such a great organization.
It is. That place changed my life, man. It's crazy. I remember I was working in Florida. I was bartending out in Bongos in South Florida, and this was after I had like spammed this music video, this like really, really bad music video that we shot on the beach to like 1,000 people on Facebook. Everybody. I would look up like radio stations and I would see who was affiliated, because you could do that on Facebook before, right? And I would look up like music industry execs and all this, and I just spammed everybody, and one of the people that got it was Mauricio, my other manager. Yeah. And he was like, yo, he's like, the video sucks, the music's dope. So there's this project called The Remix, like there's this program called The Remix Project. It's for at-risk youth and all this. And I was like, all right, cool. And I worked like an extra shift at the bar, and then I begged my manager, shout out Rob, because he didn't fire me. I was like, listen, man, I just need a weekend off. I bought a $50 flight on Spirit. I flew, did the interview, came back, did more shifts to make some more money, and then I got the call. And then I was like, all right, I'm out. And it was dope, man. I went, and then I never looked back. It was crazy. Shout out to Vision. Daniel Daly was one of my mentors there, man, who didn't kick me out of the studio. We were supposed to be done. It was only from like 10 to 8, and then the rest of the time they booked out studios, and I would just hide. Like, it would be like 7:45, and I'd be like shutting off all these things, and I'd be like hiding under the table, just like waiting. And then once I heard silence, and it was like 9 o'clock, I'd be like, all right, lit, and I'd put out my setup and everything. Because as soon as I heard, so 9 o'clock, the bass would start from the other room, so I know I could hide. And then at like 12:30 is when he'd take a break, and then you'd hear my bass, and he'd come over and be like, Jessie, what the hell are you still doing here? But he didn't bait me out, and he would let me stay, so it was lit.
That's so dope.
Jessie Reyes, man, new single imported. When's the album drop?
August.
And any other features?
I don't know yet.
Can't tell us.
I don't know yet.
Well, congratulations. I know a lot of radio stations are on this record.
Thank you. Yes, they are. Thank you so much for supporting, man.
Of course,
I appreciate
man.
You guys. Hope to see you guys every year.
And
for
it's an important time in music, too, because, you know, you have amazing bilingual R&B artists right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you have, like, yourself, Rosalia. You
Shout
have,
out Rosalia.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists who are making amazing songs and not just, like, you know, and this is no knock to any format or genre of music, but I just feel like R&B is in a great space right now.
That's
with
cool.
Young
man.
people like you, songwriters who are you going to write anything in Spanish on this album?
I don't know yet.
Yes, we need that.
I don't know yet.
Are you uncomfortable singing in Spanish?
Me? No. I love singing in Spanish. I love speaking in Spanish. It's my natural tongue. That's my first language.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's almost more intimate, because I feel like it's more connected to, like, subconsciously to my childhood. So you get the truer me, you know, when I speak in Spanish. Yo pienso. Yo no sé.
Well, look, Jessie Reyes, man. Give it up for her one time. This is her new single, Imported, featuring Black.
Thank
It's Ebro in the morning.
Thank y'all.